Good afternoon, everyone. It's about 4:45, and I was planning not to make a video today, but I was inspired by Thomas DeFreitas, who is a poet and an occasional commenter on my channel. And I had just watched his latest video where he recited one of his poems from a brand new book that he's just published. And the poem was kind of about getting older and trying to keep up with everything. I got a good laugh out of it because I'm a little bit younger than Thomas is, but not by much. And it just gave me a chuckle, especially as we have to deal with everything we're dealing with right now. As I was listening to Thomas speak, I was looking through some old blog posts of mine. I am a writer, and there was a time when I was really trying to promote my blog a lot. I don't do that anymore. I had a problem a few years ago with a person who was making trouble for me offline and kind of stalking me, and it sort of affected me, made it hard for me to share things, at least on that particular platform. And then later she ended her life, so I don't have to worry about her anymore, but it kind of killed something in me, if that makes any sense. Maybe that was a poor choice of words. But anyway, it took a while for me to get over it, actually. I don't think she realized just how damaging it was, that what she was doing. I certainly didn't want her to do what she ended up doing. I was horrified when I heard about it. At the same time, I'm kind of glad that I don't have to worry about her, at least. But anyway, that's not the topic of this post. Today I want to talk about something that happened on a trip that Bill and I took for our 9th wedding anniversary in 2011. I was 39 years old then, and we didn't have very much money, but we had gone on a SeaDream cruise. And SeaDream Yacht Club is a very nice luxury cruise line based in Miami, and it's all inclusive. Small ships, only about 112 people per ship. They have two. They are identical. We did a cruise with them in the late spring of 2010, and when we were on that cruise, we put down a deposit for a future cruise, and we decided to use it for our wedding anniversary in 2011. Well, before we did this cruise, I was really excited about it because we had a great time on that first cruise, which was a heavily discounted 5-night short break. It totally turned us off of any kind of a mass market cruise, though we only did one in our lives, and we didn't really care for it. But we kind of like the smaller ships and the luxury cruises, and we will save up for those. So before we got on this cruise, which originated in St. John's, Antigua, I was posting a bit on Cruise Critic, and there was a guy on there who was from Britain, and it was his first cruise on SeaDream, wanted to know what to bring and everything. And we kind of got friendly, and when we got on the ship, he was there, and we got to know him and everything. Seemed like a nice enough guy, but he was alone because his wife had just passed away. And he was a bit sarcastic and snarky. And later on, I saw a side of him that was really not very nice. I should have been clued in because of the way he was talking about his late wife. He was clearly very angry and probably a narcissist. But anyway, this guy was sort of being chummy with us, and after dinner one night, I decided, let's go into the piano bar. Because if you watch my channel, you know I'm a singer. And on that first SeaDream cruise, I'd only done karaoke, and their karaoke was really terrible. And in fact, I never saw them offer it again. But they have a great piano bar, and there's a pianist. At least the cruises that we've been on, it's been a guy named George, and he's from the Philippines. He's very friendly, and there was nobody else in the piano bar when we got there. It's just me and Bill. So I decided to sing him a song. And while I was singing, this guy, I'll call him Dick, because that's how he acted. And it's also not too far from his real name. So he walked in, and he saw me and listened to me for a minute, and his mouth kind of dropped open. And he says to Bill, "Oh, well, now I can see why you'd love her." I must have looked really horrified or shocked, or because he came over and grabbed me in this really awkward, sweaty hug and said, "Oh, I'm sorry." So now you've gone from a backhanded compliment to pity. Well, thank you for that. But I kind of got over it, because the champagne was flowing, and Dick was drinking a lot. And it turned out he was a pretty good singer himself. And pretty soon, more people came in, including a very large group of friendly Norwegians. I actually really liked them. I thought they were really nice, and they were very approachable, and they were having a good time. However, Dick did not like them, and he got annoyed by them. At one point, he and another guy went behind the bar and helped themselves to some rum, which they were not supposed to do. And Dick got pissed off at the Norwegians and invited one of them to step outside. And thankfully, the Norwegian guy was like, "No, I won't be doing that. Back off." So he did. Well, the Norwegians they picked up my camera and started taking pictures of me while I was singing. Now, I have to be honest with you. Aside from the fact that I'm not exactly a fashion model, on that particular trip I was looking terrible, because we spent a couple of days in Antigua before we got on the ship, and I got a really bad sunburn, and my skin was blistering, and my hair was all frizzy, and I had on this really kind of comfortable dress, but it was not a really stylish dress. And, we just kind of looked, I don't know, like maybe we shouldn't have been on that ship. And I don't like having my picture taken, especially by people who don't know me, because they never seem to get the flattering side. They always catch me when I've got like 1,000 chins hanging down, or, it's just embarrassing. So I wasn't real thrilled that these people had taken photos, but they had done it because they were enjoying what I was doing. And in fact, they even talked to Bill about it, and they were like, "Wow, tell us more," and flattering, and thank you for that. But photos were not that flattering. So when I looked at him, I was about to delete them all, but then I realized that the man in the photo, my dear husband, did not look like he was having a bad time. He had a big smile on his face, and he was enjoying what I was doing. And in his eyes, I might have been the most beautiful woman in the world. And really, that's the only thing that matters, isn't it? If you're with somebody and you're married, and we were there for our anniversary. Could I have asked for a nicer gift? I don't think so. So Dick's comment was hurtful and kind of cruel, and nobody needs to pity me for that, because I have a pretty nice life. For a fat and ugly old woman, I've done quite well. So there's no need for anybody to feel like or feel bad about it. I'm going to Italy this weekend, so we're going there to get away, but also because we're thinking about looking for a place to possibly relocate to, because I just don't think I can. I don't want to go back to the U.S. I may have to, but I really don't want to. But anyway, we're just going to go down there and just see what the mood is and if we would even like this area where we're looking, because they're inexpensive homes there. And I don't even know if we're going to be welcome, to be honest. But anyway, the point is, he said, now I can see why you love her, but if you watched a previous video I did with Bill, you can see that he does indeed love me. And no matter what, there is a man that has my back. And as broad as it may be, he's got my back. So, I don't know what happened to Dick. He's probably found himself a new woman. I hope she's hot enough for him. I don't know that he'll ever be hot enough. It's kind of like Elon Musk and money, because I don't think that Elon will ever have enough money or enough baby mamas, to be honest. I don't know about Dick, but anyway, it was an awkward moment, but saved by the international music language. So take with that what you will. And if you listen to the whole thing, thank you very much for listening. Check out Thomas DeFreitas' channel. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day.